Mason Doherty, Hugo Layton, Jesse Burns, David James, Joel Munro, James Conyu, Hayden Lavanda, Myung Sik Kwak, Billy Pullen, and Hyungul Cho. As I mentioned before, two events this weekend with 20 individual athletes on the arena. What a treat for us. Of course, the first being the 333 on Friday. One-minute athletes, please return to your starting mats. "30 seconds, athletes. "10 seconds. Stand by. We are away. 50 handstand push-ups is the first requirement in this chipper style event. And hipping is allowed, and as you can see, all men, ladies and gentlemen, in lane, I believe that's Joel Munro doing strict handstand push-ups in this chipper style event. Now give us some work. Lane 6, yes it is Joel. And now he reverts to kipping. Got a few men down off the wall. Alex Younger comes down, obviously tactically breaking these up. So the event record is 13 minutes and 30 seconds. That was by Brent Fikowski. I'll wait for a judge's hand. We've had a number of men yet to come off the wall. I have a judge's hand up, and that's in lane number 12. It's Jacob Pfaff. Jacob Pfaff with a hand up. Oh, in fact, in lane number 2, Billy Pullen is on the 50 toes to bar. As is Hayden Wolfsbauer in lane 20. So two men at the opposite end of the rig on the toes to bar. Got a few others joining them now. James Conyu, Jacob Pfaff. So four men are now on the toaster bar. Tom Lengel joins them in lane 11. Myung Sik Kwak in lane 3, also on the toaster bar, well with Hyungjae Cho. Alex Younger from CrossFit CFPT in Hong Kong. Vast majority of athletes on the toaster bar now. And after these toes to bar, it will be 50 cals on the assault bike. And the hand is up for Mason Doherty. So Mason Doherty moves to the toes to bar. And it looks like we have all men on the toaster bar. Just rounding out, that is Aaron Osborne. In fact, he is now on the toaster bar. So all athletes working at the toaster bar. I'll wait for a judge's hand. And there is one up, and it's still our leader in lane 2. Billy Pullen is on the assault bike, ladies and gents. And at the moment, he is on pace with the time set by Brent Fikowski last weekend. Obviously, a long way to go in this event. The male time cap here is 17 minutes. We have a different cap for men and women in this event. 17 for the men. All right, James Connew. He has made his way to the assault bike. Tom Lengel took care of those toes to bar, and he rips the shirt off as he's on the assault bike. In lane 20, Hayden Wolfsbauer begins pedaling away like a madman, and look at that, he is absolutely going for it in lane 20. Hayden Wolfsbauer, good grief. Don't try that at home. Good to see, joining in with the crowd. So, the assault bike, 50 calories. Calories is a very interesting unit because the slower you go, the more work you'll have to do. The vast majority of men are on the assault bike. We've got Mason Doherty just rounding out the toes to bar in lane number 10, and the hand is up, so Mason will join the rest of the field on the assault bike very shortly. So early on in the piece, it's Billy Pullen who got to the assault bike first. Hayden Wolfsbauer jumped on and pedaled like a madman for about 20 seconds, and that would have put him back in the equation for top spot. Billy Pullen has 30 calories done. Tom Lengel has 25 calories. And Hayden Wolfsbauer has 31 calories done. So I'll say it's Pullen just over Wolfsbauer. Pullen by a calorie or two. Billy Pullen's in lane 2 and Wolfsbauer is in lane 20, so they're nowhere near each other in terms of the competition arena, but they are right next to each other in terms of calories. Billy Pullen with 10 calories to go. Hayden Wolfsbauer with 11 calories to go. So both those men you would imagine will be off in the next 45 seconds or so. Hand is up for Pullen, so he has 5 calories remaining. And we will make our way to the dumbbell box step over. Athletes will advance the bar every 6 reps. Now, of course, James Connew, he also got to the bike very early, and the hand is up for him. So Pullen is the first man off, and he's walking back to the ring just to chalk up. So Connew most likely will start us off. So James Connew will be the first man. There are 2 70-pound dumbbells. The box will be flipped every 6 reps. And Connew, a little stumble for the first one, but now he's away. And Hayden Wolfsbauer, just like he did on the bike, has started the box step overs at a frantic pace. So Lengel, and right next to Lengel, Jacob Pfaff is also on the step over. So the first man to flip the box, or the first men to flip the box, are Pullen, Connew, and Wolfsbauer. Munro's got a nice sort of technique going where he's using the momentum of the dumbbells. So Jacob Pfaff joins in on the second set of 6. Tommy Lengel flips the box for his second set of 6. Right, so I think Pullen is through, no, Conyu is through 12 of the 50 reps, as is Billy Pullen, and Hayden Wolfsbauer is through 11 reps, I believe. Your leader now is James Conyu. Okay, so Jesse Burns in lane 8 after a somewhat slower start on the bike in Toaster Bar. He is now level pegging with the rest of them. Conyu is the man out in front. So James Conyu in the purple trunks in lane 3. Billy Pullen, he took us first to the step-overs, but he's just a few reps behind. I tell you what, Jacob Pfaff is now in second place. Hey, kudos Bangarina. This is arguably the hardest 50 reps of the weekend, so go ahead, make some noise for these guys working hard. Very challenging movement with challenging weight, even for men as strong as this. We are approaching the halfway mark for Conyu. He has completed 24 reps, so Conyu is in front on 24 reps. Alrighty, so joining Conyu at the 24 rep mark is David James, Jacob Pfaff, and I tell you who has made an excellent comeback after being last off the toaster bar is Mason Doherty, ladies and gentlemen. Mason Doherty, now one of the leaders of the field. Of course, Mason coached by Drummond Williamson, most famous man in Tasmania. So Conyu is through 30 reps. Conyu has about I'll call it a 3 or 4. You know what? Conyu and David James are now 30 reps apiece. So in lane 7, or 4 as you look at it on the rig, David James from CrossFit Canada, and James Conyu from CrossFit 3216. They are your leaders, and David James is now your outright leader. So David James in lane 4, wearing his new shorts. You can tell because he's left the tag on them. And he will advance. He has done 36 reps, so has Conyu. So Conyu and James and Conyu, can anyone come at them? Remember, after this, we move to an overhead lunge with one arm. Now Jacob Pfaff has also done 36 reps. Mason Doherty continues on the comeback trail. Mason Doherty is on 36 reps. We have a 17-minute cap. And we are 13:25 down. So are we going to see any of these men finish? David James has completed 42 reps. Kudos Bank Arena, make some noise for David James. He's 8 reps from finishing. Like I said, arguably the toughest 50 reps of the 2018 regionals. Dumbbell box step overs. It's as brutal as it sounds. And these gentlemen working super hard. Heat 1, event 5. If anything, James has started to lift his rating a little bit. All right, Hayden Lavender has also made a nice comeback in lane number 5. He is on his last 8 reps, but it will be David James. He has 2 reps remaining. It is a feat in itself just to get through the dumbbell box step overs. And he is now on the overhead lunge. So one dumbbell will go overhead, the other dumbbell is in a front rack position, and he will make his way 50 feet back towards the rig with the right arm overhead. Jacob Pfaff will actually pick the dumbbells up, and he is only a few reps from finishing. But it is James, the right arm is overhead, and he begins his lunges. We're at 15:22. There's a 17-minute cap. It's gonna be tight. He has 50 feet with the right arm, and then 50 feet with the left arm overhead. Boy, do we want to see someone finish. Mason Doherty has come from the clouds. And James has finished 50 feet. We've got 1:10 left. Kudos Bank Arena, let's give him some help. We've got 1 minute remaining. He's got 50 feet to go. David James, this is the equation. 50 feet. Hayden Lavender has got it overhead. 50 seconds remaining. The left arm is up, and he's away. Multiple men on the lunge now. He must get past the red line and then over his box. 30 seconds to go before cap. David James, can he finish this workout? It is gonna be super tight. He's about 3 feet away. 15 seconds. He must go over the box. 1 foot's over, 10 seconds. Dumbbells down. He strips it across, he goes. 5, 3, 2, 1, and time. Keep the applause going for all these gentlemen. And your winner, the only man to finish, David James.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Sydney Olympic Park. We're in Kudos Bank Arena. Epic Day 3 coming up, action here for the 2018 Reebok CrossFit Games Pacific Regional. A number of tests over the weekend, another one coming up. Jeremy Austin, Danae Brown and Lily Cosgrove are joining you here at our new venue with a massive crowd that have come in. Our standings after 4 events, James Newberry at the top of the leaderboard. Number 1 seed out of the Open, Dean Linda Layton getting into second. Newcomer Baden Brown, old head Khan Porter. And a guy that's been around for a couple of regionals, Matty McLeod in 5th. The bubble all important 2 points back to Brandon Swan and 10 points back to Royce Dunn. Event number 5. It's chipper. 50 handstand push-ups, 50 soda bar, an assault bike calories, some box step-overs, which don't seem that hard, but they are, and some lunging to finish up and down the arena floor. We've got a 17-minute time cap. We have got 20 athletes on the floor. These are our lane assignments for heat number 2, so keep your eye in the center of the arena, the blue lanes, which where it is all going to go down for those 5 important spots ahead to the Reebok CrossFit Games in Madison in August this year. And D, what a lot of work they've got to get done on the back end of this 3-day event at Kudos Arena.
They sure do. You know, we're heading into these 50 handstand push-ups here, and look, athletes at this level are probably laughing, going, haha, yeah, that's cute, Dave. But it isn't actually about the handstand push-ups in this event. It does come down to how well you can pace the start. Now, the keys to success in this particular event and what I will be looking for are athletes who can, you know, work their way through these handstand push-ups, but methodically pace themselves on the toes to bar. Now, a lot of athletes I've spoken to, and when I tested out this event myself, what I found was a contributing factor when I was going over those box step overs was that my forearm strength blew out. So it'll be really important that when the athletes get to that component of this event, that they do have those forearms ready to go to continue through the whole 50 reps. So it is all about the box step overs in this particular event. Let's see who can go the distance.
Talk about 4 arms. They might need 4 arms to get over these box step overs because the 2 they've got are going to be blown out.
What about 4 legs? I'll use 2 legs on this side, and I want 2 legs going back.
Hey guys, I wanted to give you some insight from the previous heat when it comes to the box step overs. So Mason Doherty came off the handstand push-ups last, the toes to bar last, and he was last off the assault bike, and then he came in second in that heat. So he overtook 17 people just purely because of the box step overs. So it really does come down to that movement.
Absolutely. It's all about strategy coming into here. Now, yes, we know the box step overs, they are grueling and they're taxing and they are so hard. But what is limiting athletes keeping to, you know, be able to step over each of the box and then put the dumbbells down before moving it is that their forearms blow out. So every time you take a break, because it's so taxing and so hard, you're finding that athletes are losing crucial seconds.
Seconds all important in this event. Guy on screen, Matt Riley. This guy absolutely loves a chipper. Spoke to him early this morning before he started getting warmed up, and he said he wanted to get off the assault bike at 6 minutes 20, which is 2 seconds slower than Brent Fakowski's time on the West Regional. So that's pretty quick.
That is extremely fast. That is going for it. Now we know the how taxing the assault bike is. I mean, it really is a machine that is the machine of death, because you're looking at, you know, increasing your heart rate up, your legs are burning, and just think about how much work these athletes have to do in completion of this event.
Talking about things to do, the guy that needs to do a Becca Voigt today and make up 50 points on 2 events is the guy on screen, the 2-time Games competitor, Zeke Grove from the Goldie. A pretty ordinary day 1 by his standards, but he's come back with a vengeance and he needs some really good results to book his 3rd trip back to Madison, Wisconsin this August.
Look, let's see what he can do. And man of the moment on screen here right now. Now, I did speak to James backstage and I had to apologise to him and say, look, James, I'm really sorry. watching your performance, I was like, oh, maybe you're feeling a bit burnt out. We know, like I know as a competitor, you know, going through the games and then the invitationals, how much that can take out of your body, and also having the desire and passion to keep competing year after year. And you know what? He said to me, Danae, he goes, I actually feel like I am in the best shape of my life. I feel like I am in exactly the place that I need to be for this particular time of the year. Now, we need to remember that the CrossFit season starts with the Open, but it finishes with the game. So it is a massive season. So it's really important for top competitors, extremely of James's caliber, to keep that in mind. And, you know, I can't wait to see what he's going to do when he gets onto that stage in Madison.
James has had a massive 12 months. He's had a massive 2 days of competition. 3 event wins, 300 points to add to his tally this weekend, and 364 points. Newcomer to his right and our left in the blue shirts, it is Baden Brown from CrossFit Townsville. A little surprising with the results, but are we going to see some new blood in Madison this year?
Jeremy, he has been a surprise packet, hasn't he? Throughout the whole weekend, he has been so consistent. I mean, this guy is showing us that he really has talent. I mean, I can't wait to see, you know, what he has in store for us.
It's like the master and the apprentice. James Newberry setting the standard here at the Pacific Regional. Baden Brown in the blue and Matt McLeod in the red. There's 3 of our top 5. And Matt McLeod with it all to do, sitting on that bubble. He's only got a 2-point lead ahead of Brandon Swan. Brandon looking really comfortable this year. But James Newberry judge is in, hand is in the air.
And you can see James there now. What he is actually doing, you can see his chest is upright and he's just smooth and slowly breathing. So right at this point, what he's trying to do is just dial in on his breath and get that heart rate down, ready to start on these box step overs. But look at Zeke Grove go.
I just had a quick chat to Zeke downstairs before this event, and I just said, what's going to happen? He goes, I'm going to get to that box first and I am going to go. And go he needs to do. If he gets 200 points from the next 2 events, he will book his ticket to the Reebok CrossFit Games this year. Generically, we know he does well in thrusters and rope climbs, but this is not his jam.
This is interesting, Jeremy, you know, because a lot of the competitors, if we watch a lot of the different heats, you know, nobody really has, you know, led from the front. So let's see if Zeke can hold it through. I mean, the man has showed us how much talent he has, but let's see if he can hold it on through the back end of this race.
The interesting thing is that across a couple of lanes is James Newberry. Now, Zeke doesn't need to worry about what James is doing because James is way out in front. But Zeke needs to go top 3, top 4 to get those points that are on offer. There are 100 points for first, 94 second, 88 third, and 84 for fourth. And the point spread goes down the lower you get. But Zeke needs to maintain this pace if he can. But it is the guy that won the chipper last year and our regional champ from last year, James Newberry.
Oh, this man is so talented. Is there anything this man cannot do? You know, we watched him on the bike there before he got onto these box step overs. He was just composing himself. You know, he has spoken to us when he won a couple of events about how he focuses a lot on his breath, and you can see that that's going to come into play and be really important. Now, another thing I'd like to also mention is look at James on that box step over. Now, a lot of the athletes, what they're doing is they are moving away from the box after they step over. If you watch James, he's just moving the box now, but if you watch James, he steps over, literally just toe taps the ground, and then steps straight back up. Now, when you put that in combination, you have 50 box step overs. It's a second here, second there, but here we go, there's the toe tap over. But I tell you what, those seconds, you times that by 50, and it all adds up.
James Newberry in front at the moment to the left of screen. Our second place position is Rob Watt, CrossFit Moorabbin, and he is about to flip his box. Into the first place position, our new leader, And a guy causing some waves is Rob Watts.
Hey, Jeremy, I just wanted to point out, I'm down here on the floor watching Brandon Swan. We know he's one of those bubble athletes right there, almost in contention. And he's really taking his time with the step overs. I'm a little bit worried about him. He's doing the opposite to what Danae was talking about. He's sort of taking lots of steps in between reps. So I'm a little worried about former Games athlete Brandon Swan.
Look, Lily, that is an excellent point, because what he appears to do is he seems to be moving away a lot from his box.
Yeah, that's right. He's taking a few steps, isn't he?
Yeah, as you can see, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 extra steps. So now he's 1, 2, 3, 4 steps before he jumps up on that box. Now, we spoke about earlier about that grip strength coming to play as well. He's also having to hold on to those dumbbells that little bit longer.
That's right, Danae, but I think what he might be doing is like kind of almost taking a run up, like trying to get momentum to get himself over that box.
Let's see how that pans out for him through the back end of this race.
Swanee is going to be doing just that, running his own race in the past. He's admitted to having a look around and seeing what everyone else is doing, but he's staying in his own lane. The good news for Brandon Swan is the two guys ahead of him in the blue shirts, Baden Brown and Royce Dunn, not going so well on these box overs. Rob Watts, our current leader. A third and then a 31st, which, if he had a better result than the 31st, could be pushing for one of those top 5 spots.
Well, this is interesting, isn't it, Jeremy? You know, we can see these blokes are really hungry for it. Now we come to the final leg where it all comes down to who wants it the most, who's willing to hurt the most.
Baden Brown in the blue. He's sitting in third currently, 274 points. Can he make his rookie appearance at the Reebok CrossFit Games? Zeke Grove with some work to do, but hang on to your hats, people. The man mountain himself, Matt Riley. He said he was going to bring it home. This man loves a chipper, and he said the back end of this event was going to be good. He's now level pegging with Rob Watt and James Newberry. Keep in mind, Dean Linda Layton currently in second, and he's roughly in 5th position. The event record time of 13:03, not in jeopardy at all from Brent Fikowski. James Newberry, Rob Watts and Matt Riley, and now Mitch Cinnamon level pegging as our 4 leaders, but it is going to be Rob Watts pushing his box forward. He's got 2 more reps to do. Zeke Grove in the lane next to him has started to speed up his reps, and speed up he needs to do. He needs to go top 5.
Stayed fairly consistent through these box step overs, keeping nice and close to that box. We just see Mitch there, just with his top off, black shirts, just taking a small break. You know, this guy does love to work. You know, come on, Mitch, pick up those dumbbells. Let's go. Let's see what you got, brother.
James Newberry taking a seat, but not for long. Patrick Fellner from the East Regional tried that in the first week of competition, and it worked pretty well for him. But Matt Riley, he said he was going to come home very strong, and he is looking strong.
And you have to admit, you know, those long, tall limbs, they have to play a little bit into his favour in an event like this, don't they? Oh, there's a bit of a stumble.
That's okay, he's over that red line. Rob Watt to the bottom of the screen, coming up to the red line. He's He's 48 points out of that bubble. Can he challenge Matt Riley? Not only for the Heat 2 win, but for the fastest time at the Pacific Regional for event number 5. Rob just having a look to see where Matt is. He wants to go.
You can see the effects this event is having on this man. I mean, unbelievable, isn't it?
The entire crowd here at Kudos Bank Arena have suddenly got a spark. Because Rob White and Matt Riley, you can see a rep for rep, lunge for lunge. Who can hang on for the last couple of meters, then get over their box and bring it home. Matt Riley stopping, Rob White stopping. Bob, what is this going to do?
This is a nail biter, isn't it?
The last couple of meters, last couple of steps, Matt Riley, top of screen, has got one lunge remaining. And once again, Matt Riley from CrossFit Urge in Sydney is winning the chipper event at the Pacific Regional. James Newberry sneaking into second position. Another 94 points to add to his tally. Rob wants a result. It's going to do wonders for him. He's a little way back from the bubble, but he is going to grab 88 points. The guys in blue, Royce Dunn to the right and Peyton Brown to the left. This is going to damage their chances of a top 5 heading into the last events. Zeke Grove has got half a length left and he needs to start moving if he wants a shot at event 6 and a third consecutive Reebok CrossFit Games spot for the Pacific Regional. Zeke Grove, center of screen, Mitch Cinnamon to the right. Mitch Cinnamon a little bit out of contention, but things will get shaken up. DLL has done himself all the favors. And Mitch just failing, but Zeke has done pretty well in that. I think he's going to finish 6th or 7th.
But Mitch just making so close to get it there over the line.
What a great competitor Matt Riley is. Everybody knows when they see a chipper event and they see Matt Riley's name, they're going to get something special. He didn't disappoint once again, but Rob Watt, 48 points out of 5th. No one's going to catch the 2017 Pacific Regional champ. 94 more points to add to his tally. Mitch Cinnamon, great back end of the event for him. He's happy to see the back end of that. We started out with an absolute flurry. These handstands getting done really quick, and then it started with the grueling 50 box step overs.
Grueling it is indeed. But you know what? I think Matt is so strong and he's proved time and time again how good he is on these long endurance chippers. This really did play to his strengths here. He was able to get over the boxes. I mean, and he stayed pretty composed just to find himself, winning the event.
Crowd favourite down here in Sydney. The winner of event number 5 is standing by with Lily Cosgrove.
Matthew Riley, congratulations on that event win. You were sitting just outside of the top 10 heading into that event, so you really needed that 100 points. Tell us, You were right neck and neck with Rob Watt at the end there. Were you aware of where he was and what was going through your mind as you're coming down the stretch?
Just trying not to drop the dumbbells, basically. I didn't know where he was or anything like that. I could hear the commentating, so it was good. I knew it was a pretty good event, but I just definitely wanted to do it for my fiance, my coach, and definitely all the Urge crew up the back there. They make it very worthwhile, so they knew I had it in me, so show them my show.
Absolutely. I guess they were expecting you to do well. You tend to always do well at chippers at the regional competition. What is it about chippers?
I don't even know. It's just the ugliest events I seem to go all right at. So I do enjoy it. It's always a good push mentally. So, and I do enjoy doing fitness. So I guess that's why I like it.
Well, congratulations. We'll see you out here for event 6 pretty soon.
Thank you very much, and thank you to the crowd for the support.
Another chipper victory at regional level for Matt Riley. Crowd really getting behind him, bringing him home. Event 5 for the males are now all wrapped up. We got more live action and craziness here at the Pacific Regional. More action from Fittest Bank Arena at Sydney Olympic Park coming up soon.